the 5.7 special live stream for Genshin Impact is upon us, and thank you for joining me today as we react to the 5.7 live stream. I feel like I've been overtly negative to Genshin Impact, and I'm trying to be a little bit more positive. And I'm hoping that this update's going to be good, with the possibility of Skirk being amazing, Dahlia being good, and of course all the wonderful stuff that's coming. I truly hope that we have some special stuff coming. Now, of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Genshin Impact video comes out. And of course, leave a comment about what you think about Genshin Impact's 5.7 special live stream. Now, of course, I would be amiss if I didn't tell you about Gamer Subs. That's right, use code TYSTRA for 10% off of your purchase. We do have the Rave Baby drop happening today later on, probably a couple hours after this video releases, so make sure you tune into that because we got a limited edition poster coming, a new cup, and it's buy a tub, get a free cup. You get yourselves a tub of Gamer Subs, you get yourself a free waifu cup. I think that's a win-win. Now, of course, use code TYSTRA for 10% off and help me get my cup. I want my own cup, baby. But yes, with that in mind, we are going to be watching this live stream, and I'm pretty pumped to see what's going to happen. I, again, have been trying to be very nice about Genshin. I've been trying to be very considerate about people who love Genshin Impact. And I want it to be absolutely 100% clear that I don't hate Genshin Impact. I really don't. I do love Genshin Impact still. We're going to go ahead and fix this really quick while we're doing this. But yes, I do love Genshin Impact. I think it's a wonderful game. But I'm also and you can ask my friends this. With stuff I love, I'm also very critical. And I tell people that you should... Oh, wait. I still have my bathroom break BRB. Yes, we're live, by the way, as of this recording. I hope you guys enjoyed the bathroom break. But yeah, so I'm very critical about the things I love. And I feel like you could be very truthful and honest while also caring for something. There's nothing wrong with it. And I feel like a lot of people get like messed up in, you know, if you're critiquing something, you hate it. Because I get a lot of comments that say, if you hate Genshin Impact so much, why don't you just quit? And it's not that I hate Genshin Impact. I just want the game to be better. And I think that if you are somebody that loves something or likes something, whatever the case, and you want it to be better, you should be more than happy to give critiques to the game. You shouldn't just assume that all of it is perfect, because no other game is perfect. And another thing too, this is just my critique. I think that fans overall of both WoWa and Genshin Impact need to stop going into each other's live streams and saying, your game's dead, your game's dead, my game's better, my game's better type crap. Like, come on, guys. They're gacha games. Literally, they can't stack up to the other big games out there, but I digress. Let's go ahead and dive into this live stream. I hate the stupid music that they do. Here we go. 5.7. Let's see what you got. Oh, shit. Hold on. It's Lumine. Oh. I am really digging the dark undertone of this. Oh look, it's Skirky! It's Miss Forehead! They did give her a giant forehead for no reason. Oh, sorry, chat. Another spirit. It reminds me of this. Are we going back over? Are we going back to that one island again? Skirk does look good. Like, Skirk looks good. What the hell? She looks so fluid. Okay. Looks good. Looks good so far. We got another femboy, guys. Who likes her femboy? I thought that Dahlia would be Catalyst, but I guess not. That's crazy. Hoyo is cooking, but they are slow roasting. This looks good so far. She plays guitar? Okay. She playing the guitar. Surtologi. Yeah, let's go Dainsleeve. Ooh, okay. What is this? Okay. Oh, we actually get to meet our sibling. Okay. Hey, yo, okay. Okay. Okay, I see you, Hoyo. I see you. That's looking good. Master Skirk 0618. I'm guessing, obviously, June 18th is when this goes live. It makes the most sense. But man, okay, that trailer does look good. I want to know how this is going to play out with, obviously, our siblings. I'm actually kind of dope about that. Or I'm hype about that. I think it looks good. The trailer itself seemed action-packed. Skirk looks good. I want to know her abilities because I don't want to just go off of, ooh, pretty picture, pretty woman. I want to know what she does. Dahlia looks, honestly, kind of boring. I'm not going to lie. Dahlia looks boring. And I don't want anybody to get upset at me about that. I'm just saying. You can make a 4-star entertaining, and I don't think Dahlia is going to be that. That's off of the first impression of the trailer. Because compared to what they showed of Skirk, they barely showed anything with Dahlia. That's just my take, right? But yeah, that's how I feel.
Hello, travelers. Welcome.
We got Dahlia, Skirk, and Malvika. Why is Malvika here?
I am Aileen Mythen, the voice of Dahlia, and hosting with me today we have.
Hey everyone, I'm Kat Pratano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master, Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malvika.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked.
It does look really good.
Installment of the Twins quest in this version.
Yep, finally. More twinsies.
Let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys. Yup. I cannot wait to see how all these stories unfold.
Her first appearance left quite the impression, didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean,
looks like her outfit's changing a little bit.
All with far more questions than answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest?
Right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
Thought I heard something.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Sertology.
It did? Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew that her costume changed a little bit.
Definitely not. Dainsleif revealed that Sertology is one of the 5 sinners of Conria and someone who possesses all-encompassing power. Imagine
so Sertology is literally the one that helped destroy Conria, and because Skirk is his
is stone cold in a way that's almost
student,
otherworldly or something.
That's the connection between her and the traveler.
Right?
I like it.
But
I like that.
You know, the important thing is this time we should be able to get some answers. right?
Oh, I hope so. Yes, please. I am dying to learn more
Crystalline
about her past.
Chapter Act
Okay,
1.
then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues
Dude,
about
she
her
hot,
past
though.
and the world of Tavad
Skirk
as a
be
whole,
hot,
so
though.
don't miss out.
Skirk be hot, though.
So Leoa is where we run into Skirk this time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an
She plays the
instrument?
guitar.
I mean, in my mind, she's like this, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
And she's gonna
There's
sing
almost a
too?
sadness there.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It seems like
I might be kind of hype
instrument means a
about
lot to
that.
her.
Oh,
Skirk singing.
You don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves.
Ice Queen, bitch.
What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work together.
Okay, Slay. So
Oh,
we're teaming up
so
with
are we
Skirk,
going to
huh?
train under
Okay,
Skirk?
but like, am I the
I'm
only
pulling her
one
so I
who's
can
a
beat up Child for her
intimidated?
with her every week.
Intimidated by
Wow, I don't
Skirk?
remember
She's
anybody
only a
beating Child, to be
mysterious
honest.
swordmaster
Like,
with insane
I don't
fighting
remember
skills
anybody
and
actually going over there
unbreakable
fighting
stone
Child
cold
anymore.
exterior. Seriously though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification powers, I think the Traveler can hold their own.
Yeah, it'll be fine. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
now I'm curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like
Yep.
it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True, and just like the truth about her past, that's a
They're
question
making her
travelers will
basically
need to answer
super
for
all-powerful.
themselves
Like,
in
she is
game, so
considered,
get ready
from
to
my
play.
understanding, she's going to
But
be considered
considering
on
Skirk and the
par with
Traveler
the
will need to fight
Archons
side by
completely,
side,
just like
let's
Capitano.
take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
All right, let's see it.
I'll only demonstrate this once. Annihilate.
Oh, she gets her little cloak. And she starts floating like Kokomi jellyfish, but faster.
Another frog goes out.
Such a weird, like, sound bits right there.
As Child's
Okay.
master and someone
Tap Skirk's
capable
elemental
of
skill to
training
enter the
in
7-phase
abyss,
flash
Skirk's
state and
combat
steadily
skills are
consume
truly
serpents.
something special.
Okay, so she...
First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk
Okay.
doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the abyss, but in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. And in
Mm.
addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as serpent subtlety instead. And when you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in
Okay.
outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases
Wow,
her
a skill
resistance
that
to
makes it so you
interruption
can't be
and attack
overridden.
AoE.
That's actually pretty
And
sick,
when
okay.
cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts
Like an
will
actual,
appear on
like,
the field.
DPS, in essence, like
Skirk
that.
can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst to absorb the void rifts. And after unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw,
Okay.
heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
Yeah,
So
pretty
you
much.
want her on the field
Plus,
as much as possible.
Holding her elemental skill is another option. When there are void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield.
Oh,
Once she has
okay.
enough
So
energy,
she has a
can
way to
unleash
do
her
movement as
elemental
well.
burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep
Cryo,
in the field for a
DPS,
long
AoE
time,
as well.
or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities.
So
And if
you
your team is
wanted a
comprised entirely
Scavier.
of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental
So,
skill level will be increased by
You didn't
1.
summon
Whoa,
for a
so she, like,
Scavier.
Enhances her party member's skills too.
At least I got a
Once a mentor,
Scavier.
always a mentor, I
Oh
guess.
yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, he sure did.
So yeah, Cry like
I
Frozen
love
teams
the
are getting a
look of
massive buff
camouflaged
basically.
Abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
Right?
Yeah,
And
I
when she
mean,
enters
it's gonna
her
be one of those
special
things where I don't
combat
think you
state,
really
her outfit
needed
changes too.
Escoffier, but
Thanks,
Escoffier
like,
is going to make that
looks a
team
little more suited
insane.
for battle, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
So it seems
Escoffier
travelers
and
can approach
Skirk
combat in
are
2
literally
ways
going to be
then.
like
You
that.
can use her special combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks.
And with her being like that,
heighten this
honestly,
damage by absorbing
your
void
team,
risk
because
with special
Escoffier can
elemental
heal,
burst.
you could probably do
Or,
Skirk,
after other
Yelan,
hijacked cryo party members have generated
Xingqiu,
void risks,
Escoffier in the
you can
back.
take to the field to quickly absorb them
Dude,
and
that would
build
be
up
an
energy
insane
to
like
unleash
lineup.
powerful
All the
flashes with her
Frozen
normal
damage you're going to be
elemental
doing right there.
burst.
Yeah, both seem really, really useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters
And because
enhance
Skirk
their
has her
skills,
own
there are
energy thing,
tons
you
of
don't need
team
energy
comp
recharge, I'm
possibilities
guessing.
here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what about Dahlia? He's
Ugh.
a Hydro character, right?
Mhm.
Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him a bit during the Mondstadt interlude.
Honestly,
So
like,
we're
I hope
fine,
they
but
really show
also
off that
kinda
Dahlia is actually
mischievous at
really
the same
good.
time. One thing we
Dahlia
haven't
better
know
be, like,
is
really good
what
as a
he can do in
4-star.
combat. Want to give us the scoop, Aileen?
You got it. You are in for a treat.
Let's go.
Let's go!
This should be fun! Hey! Thus saith the Animal Archon!
So, Dahlia gives shield?
Okay, so Dahlia is a Hydro Sword user.
When
and
she has
support
elemental burst,
character who
Dahlia
can
can
use his
gain
elemental
Benison
burst
when his
to
own
provide a
active party
Hydro
member
shield
hits.
for his teammates.
Oh,
Triggers
it's like the
freeze.
shield appears in response to his prayer.
Mhm,
Stack may be
yes,
consumed
and
to summon
for
a new
certain
shield.
period
Okay.
of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks.
So
of
if you
Benison
don't
by
have,
hitting
if you don't have
enemies with
Escoffier,
normal
Dahlia
attacks
could
or
fill that
triggering
void.
freeze
Instead of
reactions.
healing, you get
So
a
when
shield.
his shield
So
breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of Benison to summon it again.
wow,
allowing him to
okay.
continuously
So
protect his
Dahlia
party
actually has
members
the potential to
and
be the best
increase their
shielder in the
resistance to
game, so
interruption.
long as you're
Yeah.
able to get those
And
Benison
after
stacks.
unlocking a specific talent, Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them to dish out
Ooh,
damage
okay.
even faster.
Oh, nice.
Dahlia
So you can help us
actually
attack
kinda
without
cooks.
interruption and increase our attack
Boring
speed.
animations,
That would be a huge help.
Mhm.
decently-
And with his
decent
elemental
kit.
skill, Dahlia
Decent
summons
kit. Boosting
Sacramental
attack speed
Shower
and giving you
places it
consistent
in a
shields is
designated
insane.
location. His summon has different effects depending on who comes into contact with it. So, for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower will explode, dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower
I'm actually
will
kind of,
propel
I
them
might
high into the
honestly
air,
build
allowing them
Dahlia
to
because
evade
I
enemy
want to
attacks
know
while gaining an
how
aerial
good he could be,
advantage.
because then you could just use Dahlia in the back row with his,
Okay.
in
Yeah.
conjunction with
really reliable in
Escoffier
combat, even though
and,
he seems kind of
um,
mischievous the rest of the time.
maybe
No,
either
really.
Yelan or Xingqiu,
Yes,
to
he
be honest.
definitely does. He has his little
Because if you could get
mischievous
attack speed going,
thing
oh my
going
god,
on.
the
I still
amount of
remember
damage
all
that you'd
his
be able to
teasing
do
towards
with,
Venti during the Mondstadt interlude.
Aw.
Skirk could be
But
insanely
at the
good.
same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not.
I will
sure
say,
what to
I am
make of
happy
their
that they got a
dynamic.
very good support.
Well, I
Or
guess
sorry,
first
he
and
could be really
foremost, he's
good.
Venti's friend, right?
Cute.
But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position.
Femboys
as the
like other
Herald of
femboys.
Barbados.
Mm.
Oh, one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Hey, all the better to spread the word of Barbados. Praise Barbados.
Wouldn't gliding
right?
be faster?
Is that how that works? Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides, his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite.
It's why
things
he's
for
got
Tectone.
cat ears on his
Aw.
hat.
Aw.
Well, now that we've introduced our 2 new characters for version 5.7,
Let's see the
we
banners.
should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Let's see the
Can
banners.
do.
Please
Let's
put Dahlia
jump
on second.
Right into the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.7, we'll
With
have
the rerun
event
of
wishes for
Shin?
Sir
Huh.
and
Okay.
Also enjoy a drop
Dahlia
rate
is for
boost on the
phase one.
first half banners.
Ooh.
Plus, the new 5-star sword, Azure Light, will be featured on the weapon
That sword does look
banner.
cool.
Yes. And in the second half of version
Malvika and
5.7,
Emily
we'll have returning
reruns.
event wishes for Malvika and Emily.
Okay.
Pretty fire.
All right, that's it for the event
Okay,
wishes.
that's a good
Let's talk
phase
about
two,
the
actually.
story
That's a
content
very good
travelers
phase
can
two.
look forward to in
I
the
will give
new
them that.
version.
I will give them that. That's a
Ooh,
very
okay.
good phase two.
This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up. I see Dainsliff. As we
I say
all
Dane
know,
Sliff.
That means things
Duo
are about
Animo
to get
teams got power
complicated.
cuts? Duo Animo
Yup,
teams
very
were
true.
Oh,
dangerous?
I love Dainsliff. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yeah. Gimme.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although, we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then.
Hmm.
Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed. Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Well, call me crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place, Natlan. So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
Oh!
It's not just her clothing that's special, though.
Like,
Look
okay.
at her eyes. Wait, is she...
Eee, the plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in Natlan, it must mean there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Yup, and the Pyro Archon and our other friends from Natlan are on high alert.
That makes
But the
sense
people of
now
Natlan
why-
want a war
yeah.
against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's gonna be on the front lines. Twilight Sword himself, of course!
Homie Dane Sleeve. Homie Dane
I mean, I
Sleeve.
can see it now. Danesliff going all one-man
Oh,
army
for
and
movement speed
rushing
buff?
straight
Fair,
into
fair, fair.
action.
We actually will get to see it this time.
She's a
because,
hilly troll?
our friend Dainsliff is going to help us
Oh,
defeat
is
their
she?
ranks in a manner we've
That'd be
never seen before.
Okay. This is not a drill, everyone. We finally get to see him in action.
Let's go!
Oh, Dane Sleeve actually... Wait, hold on. Whoa.
As the Traveler and
Hey,
Dainsliff
yo,
venture
that's actually
deep
kinda
into
dope.
Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities firsthand.
What if Dane
Sounds like
Sleeve
there's
is a
gonna be
pyro
lot of
character, but he
obstacles
holds
between
blue
us
flame?
and finding out
Dude,
the deal with
that
our
would be
sibling.
so fucking
But
pog.
we faced the Abyss Order
That would be
before. We can
amazing,
do
just
this. I
seeing
have
him
no doubt
legit
travelers
as
will
a
come out
pyro
on
user,
top.
but he only
I
uses
guess,
blue
but
flame.
the other
Bro,
question is,
please,
can we stop
please,
whatever our
Hoyoverse,
sibling
I
is
am
planning? What are
begging
their
you to make
true
Dane Sleeve a
goals?
pyro
What does
user,
their plan
and it's
mean? Get to
it's
that.
blue
This
fire.
quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to find our sibling.
Yes, it seems like it's not as simple as just finding them anymore.
Yeah, it's
There's
not.
a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely
They be
one to
evil.
look forward to. All right. I think this is a good place to stop and take our first
Oh,
Yeah, I
another
need a sec to
break.
digest all that information.
So there is a lot of good
Sounds
stuff.
good.
There's a lot of
Take
good
a look
stuff.
at the second redemption code, travelers. We'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
All right, your space time. Okay. All right. So let's digest it a little bit, right? So Skirk is going to rely on 2-2 team with Hydro and Cryo. And the only reason why I really say that is because of Escoffier. If you don't have Escoffier, I think that you'll be fine with just Dahlia. Dahlia looks boring, but has a great kit. So Dahlia does not need to be on the field for that long. Literally, you're just going to, like, burst, skill, switch, right? Great support possibilities with the amount of shields that you'll be able to have with Dahlia. I'm kind of enthused. I'm enthused about Dahlia. Hopefully I could get him C6. when I summon for Skirk, right? Shinhua being a part of phase 1. There you go. People can stop complaining about reruns. She's there. Phase 2, having
All right, welcome back, travelers. Now that I've
Malvika and
introduced the
Emily
new
is a
characters and
fantastic.
quests, it's
Free
time to jump into
Sethos!
the version 5.7 events.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Damn, hey, look,
First up
it's
on the
Paimon.
docket is
That's
an
crazy.
event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the
No
Academia
Karena.
has developed a simulated adventure game. Travelers will need to select
Oh, I'm
various
extremely
companion
happy.
pieces to form teams and enhance their skills as they face off against various opponents in a board
Getting a
game
free
style
Sethos, though, is
Yeah,
pretty
and
dope.
It's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can go the rainforest route or the desert route. Each path has its own story and level of difficulty.
Okay.
And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, so
Oh,
how
it's
do we make
Pokemon.
sure we're ready?
Or teamfight
travelers
tactics.
can enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways. Besides enhancing the
Yeah, it's
pieces
definitely teamfight
themselves,
tactics.
travelers might notice that the pieces are divided into species. Go to battle with a lot of pieces of the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The higher the feature level, the stronger
Unique
your pieces
feces,
become.
am I right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I'm thinking an all-Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also assign equipment to your pieces to make them stronger.
Yeah, this is
that's
definitely
right.
teamfight
and
tactics.
Random events and encounters will occur during the adventure, which travelers can resolve to earn helpful rewards, like extra adventure coins, which travelers can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup. Travelers can also open chests to get all kinds of useful equipment. Plus, defeating formidable opponents along the route will allow you to unlock secret techniques that can help increase the strength of your entire team.
This is definitely
Of course, certain
a copy
encounters can
paste
also derail
of
you.
teamfight tactics.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, but
So there are
Genshin's
also
done that.
situations
Genshin's
where it
done
all
copy
comes
paste of a
down
lot of
to
different
luck.
games.
Yeah, so I think travelers will have a lot of fun dealing with the
But it's gonna be
unexpected in this event.
it's a fun
It's a
little
real
event.
test of tactical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there's more to this event than just the battle stages.
Oh.
Travelers can also participate in research stages that involve guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages to increase your speculation level and unlock additional buffs for your team.
So we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Finally.
Yup, and of course, completing this event
Surprise.
will reward
That one
travelers
was
with
kinda
all
weird.
sorts of goodies, including primo gems and the chance to invite Sethos.
I'll
to their
take a free
parties.
Sethos because my Sethos is not
All right.
fully powered
in
up
this
yet.
next event, an old friend and genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Oh,
Let me guess, he needs us to clear
hey.
out monsters in an abandoned ruin again?
Yeah, that's right. But this time, travelers will face more formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa, that Samba
Oh.
can give shields to its allies.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't worry. With this new
I thought it was
improved
something different. I
turret,
thought
we
it was
can
going to be
use
like the
several
chess
new
piece
kinds
one
of
again, where we
cannonballs
have to
help
place all the
clear out our
different
opponents'
elemental
enemies.
stuff. But
For
no, this
example,
is different.
Grape shots
I
split
do
into
remember this.
smaller bullets when fired are good for taking out multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be used to take down shields or target enemies hiding in the corner.
Oh.
Sounds like the type of event where you can really just let loose and relieve some stress.
Oh, definitely. But strategic ammunition choices will help you clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events you have to tackle solo, but this next event gives travelers the chance to work as a
Hey,
team.
we
In
have a
Reminiscent
co-op
Regiment
game.
Frenzy,
Let's go.
travelers will get to team up with other players to tackle challenges made up of 3 stages, each with unique objectives.
Ooh, it'll be cool seeing what characters everyone chooses. Could make
You have
for some
100K saved?
interesting team
For
goals.
Skirk?
Well, there's a
Or
theme
Columbina?
associated with each
Oh, for
challenge,
Columbina.
so your best bet is to choose a character whose skills are suited to the objective.
Oh.
But of course, every character has their strengths.
Mhm.
Each stage also has smaller objectives that require teams to work together and
Oh,
combine
man,
their
it's
skills.
so early in the morning. I gotta
Completing
sleep
these
still.
submissions can grant buffs to your own entire team.
Oh, nice.
And in addition, at the beginning of each challenge, your team will be assigned random regiments to complete.
Mhm.
Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional frenzy stars based on your regiment
Okay.
completion
I mean,
status.
this will be a fun
Yeah,
little mini game
and
that you have with
remember, regiments
people.
benefit the entire team. It doesn't matter who completes them.
Okay, so not saying I need to do this or anything, but in theory, you could kind of coast to the finish line if you needed to.
Wow. Crazy.
You could,
Okay.
in theory. But I think all travelers have something to contribute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of co-op.
I feel like co-op is its own kind of motivation too. No one wants to let the team down.
For sure.
Yeah, nobody wants to
And
play
this time,
co-op either.
teamwork is more important than ever.
Except for these
Because in
events just to
this
get it done.
iteration of the event, dire difficulty is even more challenging.
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection.
I'll be
or
honest, when
combat
it comes to
strategy,
when it comes to
coordination
co-op,
is
they need
more
to make it a little
important
bit
than ever.
better.
Good luck, travelers.
They need to provide
Should be a fun
more,
one.
like maybe an
All
endgame
right,
co-op
now
type
I'm
of thing.
very excited to announce a new permanent event
Oh!
called Stygian Onslaught.
Ooh.
In this event, travelers
New
will be
endgame?
able to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
For free?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need details now.
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into 3 phases, each featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty levels to choose from.
Aw?
Ooh.
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted
And you
artifact
can infinitely
enhancement.
farm
Okay,
this?
So you said we'll be able to farm artifacts more freely? What does that mean exactly?
It means the artifact drops aren't set in stone, and you can switch where they come from. For the first 10 days after the event begins, the leyline disturbance will be in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage.
So you
And
still have
before
to
the
use
stage
resin.
begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right.
Gotcha.
So travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you
Okay.
can still farm with friends.
Yes. And you'll be rewarded
Okay.
with additional artifacts every time you consume
Oh,
a certain amount of resin.
additional. Okay.
The amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
Gotcha.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
You
it's
make it
not
sound like
it's
you're in
not
business.
it's not an
Anyway,
infinite
you
farm.
also
You
mentioned
have to use
something
stamina.
about
Okay.
Targeted artifact enhancement, Katiana. What's that about?
Yeah, right. So version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact-related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh.
Okay. What is this?
What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels, a random substat gets enhanced as you raise an artifact to level 20. But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Okay,
Yo,
there we
really?
go.
Yeah.
Good job.
Before each reroll,
Good
you get to
job.
specify the types of substats you want to prioritize. After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat configuration or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really needed this.
Good
Yeah,
job.
really powerful.
That could be
right?
really good.
Starting in 5.7, travelers who participate in the new permanent
Good
event,
job.
Stygian Onslaught, will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the
Only
Gnostic Hymn
3.
and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7,
So you can get up to
travelers will be
5,
able to claim
technically.
2 Dusts of Enlightenment directly from their in-game mailbox.
So for this first
logging
update,
into
you get
Genshin
7
Impact.
of these if you get
Yes.
Okay,
if you
let's just
do all the
pause to
events
take that
and
in for a
also
sec.
get the
Oh,
battle
I do
pass.
have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo.
Okay.
But what if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in, and the strongest travelers in Tevat will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become Exalted Ones.
Oh,
Then,
okay.
when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including Exalted Ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool. So
Okay, that's actually kind
travelers
of
can
cool.
help each other even outside of co-op.
So this is a
like
really
that.
cool end.
And I need
I
that.
will say this is kind of a cool end game.
Hold on. You mentioned an even higher level of difficulty just now. I thought level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well, clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6. dire difficulty.
And what do you get for level 6?
No.
Once you reach level 6, it's dire straits. There are no
100
companions to turn to
level
for comfort.
110.
No promise of primo gems
is
to drive
insane.
you forward.
What?
Just formidable enemies and an unrelenting desire to prove yourself.
Oh,
okay.
so there's no-
That
there's-
definitely sounds
you don't have to
dire.
do
So
it.
you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, we'll just have to
Oh,
wait and see.
okay,
now, won't we?
okay.
But I can't wait.
All right, that's it for Stygian Onslaught.
Stygian
Just a
Onslaught
reminder,
has
the outbreak period begins
a
the second
very,
Wednesday
very
after
good
a version
opportunity of
update,
being good.
or 8 days into the new
I'm
version.
going
So
to
don't
try it
forget to gather your
wholeheartedly,
friends and
and I'm gonna
farming
I'm
when the
gonna
time
I'm gonna
comes.
give it an honest
All
try.
right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear
Traveler's
that the
Tales
next
again, okay.
installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in version 5.7.
Okay, Slay. Last time was so much fun. We got to reunite with so many old friends and make a lot of great new memories.
So this is gonna be more
Why don't we
based
take a look at
in
some of the encounters in store for us this
Ina's
time around?
or no, Sumeru
Whoa,
and
hang
Fontaine.
on a sec. So Toma's back in Mondstadt, and he's drinking with Kaya at the
Toma
Angel
and
Shed.
Kaya, let's go. We getting
I never
drunk,
thought about it
boys.
before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies. Oh, I love him.
Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Hunt them.
Oh, and it looks like Dory's in Inazuma. Is she trying to sell something to
What?
Sayu?
Oh, of course.
Oh no, someone save Sayu. She's too innocent for Dory schemes.
Honestly,
That's
though,
crazy.
A crafty merchant
Sayu
like Dory
voice
could show
lines?
up
What?
Anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we even run into her and nod-krai at some point.
Ooh, I wonder how many other friends will show up this time.
From what I've heard, it's quite a few. So keep a lookout while exploring the open world, travelers.
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters in the open world is such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right? I know. It really makes the open world feel more alive and interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works.
Okay.
So travelers can look forward to that sometime in the future.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Another permanent event.
Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end.
Double
of version
drops.
5.7.
Yep, yep, yep.
Travelers can
Every
look forward
time.
To double the talent and weapon essentials.
You can actually do
material drops,
triple, which I
so
think is
don't
pretty cool
miss
too.
out.
In addition, new
Raiden
Echoes
Shogun gets an
challenges will
echo.
be added in version 5.7.
Oh, for the
And
Raiden Shogun and
Shenhe.
Oh,
Okay.
Shenhe's echo is so cool. I see sigils and pops of red in there. Okay, girl, very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like petals floating in the wind.
I will be getting
Purple
both of
matches
those.
So well.
So pretty.
Yep, so if you want to claim them, make sure your characters are ready. Travelers can also look forward to some
Ew.
Genius Invocation TCG updates.
Only
including new
only the
character
physical
and
cards I
action
want.
cards.
I don't want
You can
these
now
cards
add
at all.
Malika and Sweet Lolly and Chaska to your decks.
Don't miss out, Genius Invocation fans. All right, that brings us to the system optimizations that travelers
Which
can
we
look
already
forward
kind
to
of
in the new
saw these
version.
already,
First
but
up
hey,
is an
we'll talk about it a
improved
little bit
resource
more.
management feature for mobile players.
Oh.
Simply put, it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude,
Yay,
nice.
mobile
I feel like our
version.
phones will thank us.
Mhm. After the 5.7 update, travelers will receive a pop-up notification after opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily
Mobile
gameplay
fans can
and
now be
optimize
happy
for
with the
resource
fact that they
usage
don't
for
have
some
to put
Archon
in
quests, story quests,
the
and
whole
hangout
32
events.
gigs
Okay, so that
of
means
this
clearing
game.
out some old quest resources to save storage space, right? But what about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources as needed.
That's pretty good.
Oh, Slay.
I think that's
Yup.
pretty cool.
So travelers who haven't updated the
Mobile
version in a long time
people will be
might able to
happy
free
about
up
this
quite a
update.
bit of storage space with this optimization.
I hope
I
you
need
are
that.
happy.
And it sounds like a great option for cross-platform players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah, Of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change. You can just choose to keep all game resources instead. And this
Happy
setting
for the
can be
mobile
changed at
players.
any
It doesn't
time
really
in the
do anything for
timeline
me, to be
menu.
honest, because
Or
I
you can
never play
choose for
Genshin on
completed
mobile. I
quest
think that playing on
resources to be
mobile sucks.
automatically cleared in future
Not
version
that
updates.
people who play
Or
on
for
mobile
all game
suck,
resources
but
to
the
be
mobile
updated as
experience
normal.
for any of
This
these
should
types of
also
games
make it easier
suck.
for people to try out
These are
Genshin
not meant
Impact
to be
for the
mobile
first
games.
time.
I'm
Yup.
gonna
For
be
further
that guy.
details,
I'm
be
gonna keep
sure
it a
to check
buck
out the
50.
developers' discussion, as
Genshin,
well as future
HSR,
announcements across Genshin Impact's official
Wuthering
accounts.
Waves are not mobile
Okay,
games.
And you will now be able to directly use fragile resin to claim rewards from leyline blossoms and common challenge domains, like artifact and talent material domains. This also applies to the artifact drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops.
That's pretty good.
Should save a few trips to the crafting bench.
It will.
that's
It
for sure.
will save.
Also,
few
the
trips.
Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
All right,
Okay.
let's move on to some optimizations for the Spiral Abyss.
Yay.
When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh,
Let's
easy.
go. Good job.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12.
Which
If
they
you're not
should have done
satisfied
from
with
day
your
one. I don't
performance,
understand
you can
why
also
this was
restart
even
the
like a
challenge
big thing.
directly
Like
from
this
the
should have been a day
finalization
one
screen.
thing.
Nice. Small things here and there really add up over time.
Yeah, so hopefully these optimizations make for a better experience overall.
Absolutely, they do.
Right. Well, that was another long one, you guys, but it's not over yet. A mystery guest left a message for us, so let's check it out along with the third redemption code.
Mystery message. Let's see.
旅人の皆さん、こんにちは。
Hey, I don't.
です今回、ゲーム
Void
原神
Star
さんと一緒にお仕事をすることになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカーク
And the honor singing the theme song for the animated short and star.
アニメーションとテーマソング
Oh, okay.
スター・オデッセイという楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、この楽曲は全編英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もう全て英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、こう皆さんと一緒に気持ちを共有できたらいいなと思って今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いてすごく強いけど孤独と戦いながら今日まで生きてきた、そんな強くてかっこいい女性っていうのを
No,
頭
thank
に
you,
置きなが
Divine.
ら
I'll do it on my own. I appreciate it.
その気持ちが届くと嬉しいです。
I don't know if you're a bot or not, but I'm
こ
just
の
saying.
楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。皆さんぜひ楽しみにしていてください。ありでした。
Bye bye. Good stuff.
OMG! An animated short for Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So
That's
exciting.
so exciting! Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this
Oh
version.
man, that's it.
That was a whirlwind.
It certainly was.
Oh wow, it's already been
So-
40 minutes though.
What are you all looking forward to the most? For me, I have to say, although it's a little biased, I am clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
Yes.
But you know, I'm also really excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about you guys?
I think Stingy and
It's
Onslaught
kinda
has
hard
a
to pick just
lot of
one. I mean, I'm
potential.
excited for my girl Malika.
Of
and
course.
Has a lot of
TCG, but,
potential.
like, I'm also really excited to see Navilet, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited for. I might be a little biased as well. I'm really excited for Skirk.
Skirk's gonna be dope.
Really.
I think Skirk's gonna be
I'm
dope, but I
also
just hate the
so
fact that you
excited
need it as
for
coffee,
Dahlia,
basically.
And like we've been waiting so long for these characters, and also Dainsleif. I'm so excited, and that animation.
I think with Dainsleif being able to actually do damage, we are that much closer to actually getting Dainsleif as a character.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately, and this version seems to be no exception.
Yeah, right? I mean, pretty soon we'll be in our 5th year of adventuring, if you can believe it.
Mhm.
It feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
Mm-hmm. And after what we saw in the dev team's nod-krai teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds from here.
Right? And we hope travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the Genshin Impact
Yeah,
version
I think it was
5.7
good.
special program.
I think it was okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in,
It was mid.
everybody.
No,
Ad Astra Abyssask travelers and happy adventuring!
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom, boom, boom!
Ain't no way.
Oh,
Ain't no way.
wait a second. It looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share
Oh,
some
let's see.
interesting news.
Interesting news, huh? Let's see what it is. First look at nod-krai? Is it the first look at nod-krai? I think it is.
Nod-krai,
Yep.
an ever-changing
First look at
landscape of
nod-krai!
a marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frostmoon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades.
So, yeah, it's gonna be more like Russia.
I hear that the Stolen Fae still yearn for the
Ooh,
frost
we got
within.
elves? We got elves,
The two
though?
look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the knights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone.
Ah!
They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this
Alice!
magical
Alice!
world. And just as the stone
Oh,
craves the
baby.
sculptor's hand,
Okay.
so does fate await your gaze.
Does that mean we're gonna get Alice as finally a
Pour
playable
another cup
character?
of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
Does that mean we're gonna get Alice as a playable character finally? Let's go, dude. Is that the case? Skirk is here. Okay, so I like this. I like this. I like how they did this. That's cool. That art for Skirk is amazing. Holy crap. Okay, so that was a pretty damn good live stream. Like I'm gonna be honest. It was a pretty good live stream for Genshin Impact. It really, really was. A lot of good stuff coming into play. We know about the banners, obviously. We know that Skirk is going to play very, very well with Cryo and Hydro teams, obviously. I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and switch over here. We know that she's going to play very, very well with Cryo and Hydro teams. We know that Dahlia, while the kit looks absolutely boring, or not the kit, Dahlia looks absolutely boring, but the kit looks amazing. Like, I'm going to keep it a $150. I was not expecting Dahlia's kit to be that good. I really wasn't. I honestly expected Dahlia to be boring all around, but the kit looks really, really good, especially being able to up your attack speed while also giving you shields on a consistent basis. Like, it's one shield, it depletes, and then depending on your benison stacks, you get more shield. Skirk, just going to be cryo DPS. It doesn't look like you're going to need to work on energy recharge with her. She's going to have her own type of energy, which I think is... It's different for Genshin Impact, obviously. We've seen it in Honkai Star Rail. We've seen it in ZZZ. So Genshin just followed suit from there. We know that artifacts are getting a big buff. And then we're also getting a new item that basically lets you re-roll your substats, which is pretty cool. From what it looks like, you only get 3 per patch, just like with, you know, your Sanctifying Elixir. But in this first patch, you get 3 to earn, 2 from the Battle Pass, which basically it's like 5 as well each patch because you can get 2 from the Battle Pass. And then 2 extras on the login. So you have a lot of potential to get some really, really good artifacts. At least I hope. And you can choose between if you want to keep yours or if you want to make them better. So I think that's a good plus on that. Stygian, the Stygian endgame looks really good. I have concerns, but at the same time, I think overall with all endgame, I think the concerns are like always going to be the same. How difficult is it going to be versus how accessible are the units going to be? And that's my biggest concern in regards to, you know, the versus type of thing, especially with the secret level 6. If it's going to be for just bragging rights or if you're actually going to get something from it, right? So, I don't know. That's just my take on it. The events look okay. They're just events. It is what it is. And the switch for resin to be able to use fragile resin right out the gate, I think is also a plus. I do like that. So, there's that. It makes it a little bit easier for you to grind out your stuff. Instead of doing 3 condensed resin runs, like, condensed resin is going to be a little bit easier to not worry about. That's my big thing, right? And I have a bunch of fragile resin to use, so this is going to make it a hell of a lot easier. And then, of course, we got the preview to nod-krai, and it looks like a couple characters might just be playable. You know, from the story mode with having Dainsleep be attacking on the side, with Alice being a part of the nod-krai trailer, there's just so many things going on, a lot of things that a lot of Genshin Impact players have been requesting, and it looks like finally Genshin Impact is delivering. However, I do want to be a little bit skeptical. I don't want to sit here and say that it's 100% like exactly how we asked for it, right? I'm trying to keep it a glass half full at this point. Like, I don't want to be a glass half empty. I want to be a glass half full, but at the same time, we've had so many times where Genshin Impact has done so many things that seem great, but then later on turns out they kind of made an oopsie, right? So overall, if I look at this live stream was actually really good. I will give this live stream a 7.5 out of 10. I think it was really good. Very good, in fact, to where it's on track to be even better. If everything they announce goes the right way, like Stygian goes well, the events go well, Skirk is well received, Dahlia is well received, and everything goes right for this patch, then this is a great turning point going into the 6.0s of Genshin Impact, and of course, heading into nod-krai. So, let's hope that that's the case. But, with that, let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for in Genshin Impact. Guys, we are streaming now on YouTube and Kick. I will no longer be streaming on Twitch. I'm just saying. Until I can fix that stuff correctly, right? But we are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. So if you are watching this video afterwards, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, or go follow me on Kick. I will be providing a link in the description down below. So that's going to be it, y'all. Love you to death. And as always, we will catch you in that next video. Please take care and be safe.